Hi everyone, this is Dory back with another episode of Dory's Helpful Hints. Today I'd like to discuss the differences between a food sensitivity and a food allergy. I know there are a lot of people today who are having issues with food sensitivities, and they're not actual allergies. Allergies are your immune system's response to a protein in a food. And your immune system considers it an invader and attacks, and you can have all kinds of symptoms all the way up to and including anaphylactic shock. A food sensitivity is something that your body doesn't like, and it can affect digestion, it can cause joint pains, muscle aches. There are a myriad of symptoms that you can get from a food sensitivity, but they're not generally considered life-threatening, whereas an actual allergy can be life-threatening. So how can you determine if you have a food sensitivity? That's really tough. I actually have several food sensitivities and I have several allergies to foods, but nothing life-threatening. The way that you determine a food sensitivity would be an elimination diet. Allergies, they can do allergy testing, and I actually had allergy testing done, and I am mildly allergic to dairy and I am allergic to eggs. As far as foods go, I'm not actually allergic to wheat or a lot of the other things soy that a lot of people are allergic to. As far as foods go, dairy and egg whites, not even the yolks, just the whites. And that can be done with a blood test or a skin test, either way. Food sensitivities are tougher. They actually do have blood tests. I've never had those done. I'm not sure how accurate they are. I've done research on it, but I haven't actually gone in and had that kind of blood work done because I'm not convinced that it's accurate. I've read things that say that, if you haven't eaten a food in a while, or, you could have false positives, false negatives. And so I've never invested the money to do that. To me, the best way to find out if you're sensitive to a food, if you have a food sensitivity, is to do an elimination diet. And that's to cut out the known suspects. I mean, usually you've got the big things that cause issues like dairy, eggs, wheat, soy, where you're not necessarily allergic, but you could have a sensitivity. My aunt actually had a sensitivity to wheat where it would cause her joint pain. And she discovered this by keeping a food diary. So you can write down everything you put in your mouth and then how you feel over the course of several days. It takes about 4 days for food to leave your system. And the sensitivity could result anywhere within those 48, 72-hour period. You could be responding to something you ate 3 or 4 days ago. So to keep a food diary would give you a pattern. To do an elimination diet, it would be to eliminate the foods that usually cause issues and keep those out of your diet for 30 to 45 days. Then add one of those foods back for a couple of weeks and see if you react to it. If you don't, then you can try adding another food. But it's got to be one at a time so that you know what is actually causing the issue. If you guys have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. My next video, I'm going to be talking about a food that I actually have a sensitivity to, which is MSG. They don't consider that a reaction to MSG an allergy because you're not reacting to the protein. But MSG, along with these artificial sweeteners, are considered excitotoxins, and your body can react in a myriad of ways to these substances. There are a lot of people who are sensitive, and sometimes it's not so easy to figure out because MSG is in absolutely everything. So it's not like you could eliminate one food and it be gone. So we'll discuss that next time. In the meantime, have a great week.